So I help project managers realize that stakeholder buy-in is a psychological process, and not necessarily a logical process. And I do that by showing them how to treat them like, well, humans. Most of the information that you find out about stakeholder buy-in or getting your stakeholder support is basically analysis and graphs. Analyze your stakeholder and put them on this graph, and that will dictate how we communicate with them, how often we communicate with them, and so forth and so on. And this is a very important part of the process. It's partially a part of the process. If you treat them the way the graph says, then it works. But it's not the most important part of the process. What you find more times than anything is that stakeholders are people. They're people in different positions and different roles and things of that nature. But however, if you treat them like they're a graph, like they're a dot plot, they will react like they are a dot plot. They will react to you like you're a dot plot. So a lot of times what you find in this psychological process is that the behavior is mirrored. It's not the fact that they don't like you or that they don't care about the project or so forth and so on. A lot of times it's how the project manager is taught to approach stakeholder engagement. They're taught to approach them from a logical standpoint. They have this much influence and this much importance, so you communicate with them like this. So, one of the things that we have to recognize is that knowing their personality style and personality type is extremely important. It's how you're going to communicate with them. It's how you're going to dictate your communication style. Knowing whether your stakeholder is an introvert or an extrovert is going to really dictate your process. For the most part, introverts don't want to be communicated with over and over and over again. They don't want useless information kind of sent to them over and over again. Well, that's how they'll look at it. They'll archive your emails and so forth and so on, unless they're absolutely imperative to the project. And that's not what we want. We want them engaged. We don't want them archiving our emails. Extroverts may communicate with you on a regular basis. They might say things back and forth as a stakeholder. However, that communication does not have a whole lot of value because they're just talking to you. They're not really telling you as much. You're not really the communication doesn't have any value. You're not building value in this communication. So this is something that I found to be very effective. Building a survey that's based purely on their interests outside of the project. You communicate with stakeholders based on that survey. So you're really looking at two things. You're looking at gaining their interest so you can decide their personality style. So then you can decide what their interests are and the frequency of how you should communicate with them. When you communicate with them, if you talk to people based on their interests, they will talk back. If you talk to people about things that they're not interested in, you won't get a response. That's just the way that human behavior works. So again, focusing on the fact that stakeholder buy-in is a psychological process. Treat them like humans. Don't treat them like dot plots. Don't treat them like that they're just, oh, well, it only says that you deserve an email a month, so this is what you're going to get. Or it only says that you deserve this much a month based on where you are. That will not get you the buy-in that you're looking for. It won't get you the support that you're looking for. Make sure that you include the logical process. However, stakeholder buy-in is more of a psychological process. All right, guys, so I will see you here in the next video. And if you find this helpful or useful, just click the link down in the description. God bless.